What are you doing?
I'm just messing around.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Checking on, basketball and cryptocurrency.
Basketball and cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
The two most important things in any good breakfast.
Delicious. Just a half a basketball full of Captain Crunch. Crunch coin.
Crunch coin.
Yeah, that's Captain Crunch's cryptocurrency. Say that shit 10 times fast.
Wasn't there a weird a thing called fuck coin
Fuck coin?
that just skyrocketed?
Dogecoin.
Look!
Is what
It's Valheim again.
I think is what you're thinking. What the fuck? Really? Why are we back here?
Because we have a quest.
Fine.
Look, the thing is,
Fine.
as I told you,
Yeah.
we took our boat over here, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we died.
Yeah.
And all of our stuff, all of our good stuff, all of our bronze axe and our bronze chest plate, our curious,
Yep.
it's over there.
Mhm.
Now we gotta go get it.
All right.
Get off your phone.
I'm just gonna be tuning in and out as we do the Valheiming.
No.
And if something interesting happens, you can just tear me away from my NBA app.
Why don't you tell me what's so interesting about your NBA app that it's so much more important than harvesting?
Well, for one, there's no harvesting.
Look, we've got
And for two, there's no crafting with the shit I have harvested.
We've got to get the wood. Look, did I show you the bees?
Yeah, you showed me the bees. The last time you showed me the bees, they were happy.
Well, let's go check on them again.
And I am very happy that the bees are happy.
Let's go check on them again.
I wish that our bees on Earth were as happy as your bees in Valheim.
We'll have to check on the upstairs bees. We didn't do those.
Fine, check the upstairs bees.
Yeah, all right, here are the upstairs bees.
Yeah.
All right, we got 3 honey. And then...
The bees are happy.
The bees are happy,
all right,
good.
Fine. The upstairs bees are just as happy as the downstairs bees.
We should check the downstairs ones again, though.
Fine, check the downstairs bees.
Just in case. We want to make sure.
Uh-huh.
Actually, you know what we should do?
What? Check the bees on the other side of the map.
Is we need... No, these bees are happy. Those bees are happy. Okay. This is supposed to be... We need to turn this into good farmland, I think.
Yeah.
Because I've got a lot of carrots, but right now this is my only area that I have for farming, and it's too small.
Okay.
Because if you put them too close together, they don't grow properly.
Hey, that makes sense.
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to level out this ground here. I'm going to get rid of this farmable area. And then we're going to make a bigger farm over there in the new area. So that's going to be the plan, okay?
We're building a farm. We're making a bigger space for you to grow your carrots.
Yeah. I don't understand why this isn't riveting game.
How is this less interesting than
carrion?
No, than the National Basketball Association.
What's going on with the National Basketball Association that's so interesting?
Well, I mean, nothing right now. Nobody's playing.
Well, then why are you even looking? What's the point?
To see who is playing.
But nobody's playing.
Later.
When?
There are games happening tonight. And, Joel Embiid put up 50 fucking points last night for the 76ers.
Oh, yeah, because I know who that is.
He's probably the front runner for MVP this year. And
I'll tell you,
I hope he gets it.
I did watch a video this morning on Facebook that was like a minute and a half of Michael Jordan doing fake outs. And it was just the best thing in the world.
Dude, Michael fucking Jordan. He's a fucking dynamo.
Well, that's the thing. Is it's just I remember Michael Jordan from when I was a kid. So why would I watch basketball now?
Right.
Because
I get it.
Because Michael Jordan isn't here anymore.
Michael Jordan's well, I mean, he's still involved in the league. He owns the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, yeah, but he's not playing.
He's not playing.
He's not being,
The Charlotte Hornets are a very entertaining team to watch. With LaMelo Ball.
Is he their coach, or does he just own them?
He owns them.
Okay.
I'm sure he gets down on the floor and gives them some pointers.
Oh, every now and then.
Every now and then, I'm sure they go to him all the time and get some advice.
Why
wouldn't
that'd be cool as shit, though. I mean, imagine, being a basketball player and then having Michael Jordan as the person who owns your basketball team.
Right, honestly, that's cool.
That has to be just the best satisfaction. It's I'm on Michael Jordan's basketball team.
Yeah.
How could anybody,
The team that the greatest basketball player ever currently owns they chose me to play on their basketball team.
Yeah.
That's got to be a big boost, to your ego there. Absolutely. So
how's that team doing, though?
The Charlotte Hornets, they are 8th in their conference, so they're not doing the best, but they're not doing horrible.
Well, why isn't Michael Jordan's team doing better?
There's just teams out there that are doing way better, like the Utah Jazz. I think it's going to be the Utah Jazz and the 76ers in the finals there, and that's going to be a really good series of games. I'm really excited for those. And Space Jam 2.
Space Jam 2?
Space Jam 2. Do you know they're making another Space Jam?
I feel like I heard that, but I haven't paid much attention to it.
Yeah. They're making it with LeBron now. LeBron's supposed to be the new Michael.
Well, for one, no.
Agree. LeBron's good.
LeBron's fine.
He's no MJ.
No, but nobody is.
Yeah, nobody is.
And that's the thing. Like, there shouldn't...
Yeah.
There should...
I would like to see LeBron and Michael in their primes go against each other. That'd be some shit right there.
I feel like out of most things, and I know I say this a lot, but like when you talk about sequels and stuff, like Space Jam doesn't need we don't need a Space Jam 2.
You are correct, and I am inclined to agree with you. There's no need for a Space Jam 2. Space Jam was perfect.
Yeah,
you don't need to improve upon it or expand upon the universe.
It did its job.
It did what it had to do.
We don't need anything else. Like, how are you going to make that better?
It sold all the merchandise. It got a generation of kids interested in basketball for about a half a year.
Yeah.
and then it just fucked off, and that's all we needed it for.
As well, it should have.
Yeah.
It was just a stupid brand licensing thing.
Yeah.
And it happened to turn out pretty funny.
It turned out great. I loved it. It had Bill Murray in it.
Yeah, but you know
Newman.
What? Nowadays, it feels like what they would do is they would bring Bill Murray back, and it would be the same fucking character as it was last time.
He'll just make a cameo. He won't play.
Well, exactly, yeah.
Because he's far too old now.
Well, of course.
He was complaining about his knees back then. Imagine now. No, they're going to get somebody like fucking Chris Pratt or Armie Hammer or something. Did you hear about that shit with Armie Hammer? He's a cannibal.
Is that the cannibal thing?
He's the cannibal guy.
Is that's not...
I don't think he's really a cannibal. I think he was just trying to be edgy and sexual.
Oh, well.
Which we've all been there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't in that manner.
It's like he just tried to go a little too far. It's like, oh, I could just eat you up. And then he just goes there's a step over the edge. It's like, no, literally, I'm a fucking cannibal. It's like, dude, I don't know who this chick is, but I think you've already might have impressed her. You don't need to go any further than that.
That was weird, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was weird. People say a lot of things in the heat of the moment.
It's true.
I do not think that is one of those things.
So you think Armie Hammer's actually a cannibal?
I don't think he's...
Or he just wants to be.
Some people may have cannibal tendencies.
Yeah.
Like, and, you have to be, like, a little bit curious.
Yeah. Did you see that guy on Reddit who got in a motorcycle accident and they amputated his foot and he asked if he could keep it and then he kept it and ate it and he made tacos out of it?
Did he feed it to his friends?
He did. I mean, they knew it was they knew it was his foot. It's not like he pulled the switcheroo on him.
Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
You don't want to lie to people.
Yeah. No, of course not.
And feed them human flesh.
Feed them your foot.
Without letting them know that that's what they're having.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's fucking weird.
It's fucking weird.
I would be interested in like seeing what it tastes like.
Yeah, of course. No, I'm very curious. If you had to amputate a part of me, I would ask to keep it, just so I could eat it.
Oh, I don't know if I would want to do it to my own body. I feel like that's a little weirder.
I mean, yeah.
I would rather eat a stranger than eat myself.
Yeah. Well, I eat like shit, so I probably taste awful. It's not like a grass-fed Kobe beef steak or anything. No, I fucking live on bagel bites and shit.
Well, yeah, I'd rather eat a healthy person.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But you don't want like all muscle because that doesn't.
No,
make
of
for
course
good
not. You have
food
to have
either.
marbling and fat in
Yeah.
your meat. Either that or use an external external source of fat.
So what you should really do is you should like grow a person for feeding,
Like you would
like
any,
you would a
any
cow.
livestock.
Yeah, exactly. That seems to be the only logical conclusion here. Is that we need a specific group of people who are okay with being fed certain meals and
are okay with being butchered when they die.
well, yeah, that's the other thing, and
Yeah.
they can't get too old.
They can't get too old. Yeah.
Yeah, they would have to
Exactly.
sign some sort of contract that says if I'm not dead by the age of like
Yeah.
35.
Yeah. Like it's like organ donation.
Or 40, I don't know. How old do you think is
I think
how old does a person have to be before they don't sound edible
Okay,
anymore?
so here's the thing. 50 would be the cutoff.
Okay.
Okay, but then you would have a series of FDA inspections like you would any cut of meat. Because, your average American 50-year-old...
Is it weird that I'm also cooking my raw meat while we're having this conversation?
No, not at all.
Okay.
In fact, it enhances it.
It does.
But,
I'm actually getting hungry.
Your average... Me too. But your average run-of-the-mill 50-year-old in America, at least, no two are alike. You have
That's
varying
true.
degrees of health.
Well, I imagine that you could find two that are alike.
Yeah.
You could probably even find three.
Yeah. Well,
Not everybody is the same.
You
is what
have
mean.
you have your ones that jog every day and don't smoke, and even though I imagine a smoker's meat has a unique mesquite flavor.
I would imagine that my meat tastes pretty good because of all of the not just the smoke that I inhale,
Right.
but also because of the amount of alcohol that I take, that I drink.
Yeah, it's like cooking sherry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You put it on there, and it's just like, ooh, it's just like it's like when you cook a steak and you put like a splash of Jack Daniels in there.
Oh, yeah,
that's what it's
yeah.
like when you throw my thigh onto a
Yeah,
grill.
a nice bourbon chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I imagine
I sound edible.
I would taste like a dry aged steak with like a little bit of a bourbon on the side,
Now, would you let somebody eat you if you didn't get to partake in it yourself?
That's interesting because it depends on the person, I guess.
And also the situation.
Yeah, yeah. Like, how did they acquire that meat? Did I give it up willingly? Like, am I on my deathbed? and
Well,
it's like-
in the situation where I say would you let, I would hope that that's a willing, because you can't let if it was taken from you unwilling.
Yeah. Would you? Yeah, yeah.
All right, so let's do this.
How do you feel about lab-grown meat?
Oh, I think that's perfect. I think that's the best solution.
Yeah.
I think
you
that
take cells from yourself and then they grow a little culture of yourself.
Oh, interesting,
in a-
interesting. Instead of doing it from like a cow or a steak or something,
Yeah.
like lab-grown human meat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be okay with that.
Okay.
I think that lab-grown meat is going to be the future.
Of course.
Like it's at a certain
either that or insect protein.
At a certain point, we're going to get. I ran out of raw meat to cook. At a certain point, we're going to get to where
Chop off your leg.
no one will eat meat. Like it will. I don't know if it's going to be 100, 200, 300, 1,000 years in the future. At a certain point, eating meat will be considered as gross as cannibalism is today.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
Because it's very obvious if you pay attention to even just a little bit of the world that humans, animals, trees, plants, we're all the same thing. We're all alive in the same way.
Essentially, yes.
And but when you, and also just for the fact that we're not gonna have we have 7 billion, 8 billion people on this planet. Like
close to 8 billion.
Like when we get another 20, 30, 40 years, we're going to start running out of food sources because we're not going to be able to feed meat to that many people. We're not going to be able to feed plants to that many people at a certain point. Yep. And so lab-grown meat is going to be an absolute necessity just to keep people alive and fed.
And it's all going to be grown on spinach. Spinach is the future.
Why spinach?
Have you seen... two big advances in spinach technology.
I need to drop off some of my wood here.
As if you don't hear enough about spinach.
Oh man, you know what? I keep hearing so much high fucking spinach shit every day.
Okay, so there's this one study where they grew human heart cells on a spinach leaf, and it just started to like actually grow a tiny little heart.
A human heart on a spinach leaf.
Yeah, on a spinach leaf. And also they hook sensors up to spinach, and it will email a server to let it know if certain soil conditions are being met or not met. So spinach can grow a heart, and spinach can email.
How can spinach email?
Like
That's so interesting.
Yeah, you hook the sensors to the roots, and if the certain soil conditions
it just has a electrical charge in it in such a way that the data can transfer through the spinach.
Apparently so.
That's very strange.
It is. Look it up. It's very compelling shit. The future is right fucking now.
And it's spinach.
And it is spinach.
Fucking Popeye was right all along.
All along. Dump all your savings into spinach.
You can't tell me that this doesn't look. You can't tell me this doesn't look like a good farm.
It looks like a fine farm.
Like, doesn't it look nice? And look, we just did that.
Have you set up your spinach email servers?
No, these are all carrots and fir trees right now.
Oh.
Look, what we need to do is we need to get some...
fir doesn't grow on trees.
We need to get some copper. We need more copper, because we need to turn this copper and tin into bronze so that we can remake our axe. Because I was very dumb. I told you.
Yeah, you left your axe
we'll
on...
recap. Well, we died and left all of our good equipment over here.
Yeah, you died. I didn't do shit.
When I came back, I still had some bronze left over here. And so I was able to, build a few things and get myself back up to fighting shape. And one of the things I built was this pole axe here.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, well, I died in close combat, so maybe I'll instead of building a bronze axe, I'll get this bronze pole axe, and that way
you can keep
I
things
can
at
do
bay
it from a distance. But the problem with this is this axe doesn't cut down all the trees that my old bronze axe, or this pole arm thing doesn't cut down all the trees that my bronze axe did.
Oh no.
So I've made a bad decision that's set me back a little bit because I used up the majority of my bronze to make that axe.
Well, you live and you learn.
So we need to get more copper so we can make more bronze so we can make a better axe. That's the goal. That's what we're doing.
Okay, fine.
Fortunately, we can take a shortcut.
Oh, good.
Through this portal here.
I don't know if I could take much traversal.
Oh, there's going to be lots of traversal soon.
Oh, great.
But we're going to take a shortcut to get to it. Alright. Here we are on the southern tip of this peninsula.
Just the southern tip.
Just the southern tip of the peninsula. This is such a good game. Oh, that deer just ran into the water.
I mean, I'm sure it is.
I sailed across the ocean and fought a sea serpent, Eric. How is that not cool? How is that not neat?
I mean, it's neat. I'm not going to say it's not neat.
It was so neat.
I'm just kind of bored with miney, crafty things.
I am too, but I'm enjoying this. It's weird.
Oh, hey, Nernroot.
It is kind of, yeah. I do want to get... Is that white leaves? Or no, that's just water. The white leaves are the carrots. I want to get carrot seeds so I can plant more carrots.
I mean, it's a little different, but it's not so much more different than any other game that I've seen of this type.
It's not so much more different, but there's something about, like, the satisfaction of the mechanics. The combat in it is better than most games of this type. The actual, like, the combat feels weighty when you swing and hit and miss and block and stuff.
Okay.
And what you lose and what you gain with your actions is not as minuscule, but just as important as kind of what you're used to. Ooh, this is perfect. This is a little shelter I built here for a mining station. This is exactly what I need. What do I have here? Oh, I've got some money here. Alright, perfect. So this can be our little base. Big-ass copper deposit from the last time I was here. Yes.
I give you permission to eat me. If we're ever in a situation to where I'm gonna die and you need to eat to survive, you can eat me.
I mean, the same to you, but I would prefer that one of us just, like, cut off a small part first.
Well, yeah.
And then we'll eat that.
But if I croak, then yeah, go ahead and make use
we would have to do that fast, though.
Yeah, make use of every part of my body like a fucking buffalo.
I'm not gonna use every part.
Yeah, well.
I just feel like it'd be weird and rude. You got to be polite in that kind of situation.
Right.
Respect the dead.
Of course. Yeah.
Don't eat their wieners. Put that on a bun. Pass it over.
My feet got cold, so I made a sock out of your foreskin.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Good Lord.
There's a lot of things interesting about that sentence. Sock-sized foreskin, you say?
It's like a women.
You wear a size 13, if I remember right, correct?
It's true, I do wear a size 13 shoe. What's your foreskin size? 12? 13?
I don't know, sir. I'm Greek. I lost it long ago. They took it from me before I had a chance to say
In the
no.
great foreskin embargo.
To be fair, I'd ask him to take it again if it was still there, because weird and gross.
Yeah.
Foreskin's weird.
Foreskin is weird.
Penises that have foreskin are weird looking.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no judge. Because I only really enjoy mine.
I have some of my foreskin.
Some?
Like they gave me like a partial circumcision.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's kind of weird. I would show you my penis,
Well, yeah,
but
no, that's not necessary.
but I don't want to show you my penis.
I don't want to see it. I'm interested in hearing about it. I don't want to see it.
Sure. There's like a little bit of foreskin that I could pull over it and give the appearance that I have a full foreskin. It's fooled people before.
The classic party trick.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet you think I have foreskin.
Charade, you are.
Your expectations were confounded, and from thence the humor arose.
Scene.
You see the amount of fun they can have when you're playing Valheim? We wouldn't be talking about your foreskin on Carry On.
I mean, we might.
Ugh.
We never got that far.
I do hate this aspect of it.
Yeah.
Just the repetitive, like, having to mine something over and over again.
Yep, that's the crux of these games.
I do think that there's ways to make that easier, but also, like, it is important because you need to feel like you earned the satisfaction in having built something that you took the time to collect is an important thing, and that's where a lot of these types of games get their actual gameplay loop from.
I guess I can identify with that.
My pickaxe broke.
I have a big ball of bread ties, like a big twist of them. Like every time I have a bread tie and I use up a loaf of bread, I take the tie and I add it to my twist of bread ties.
It's incredibly curious to see how this is going to tie in to what we're talking about.
Well, I mean, you mentioned the satisfaction of collecting things and building things based on the things you have collected. That's essentially
what are you building?
It's the
what
same
are you building
idea.
with your bread ties?
A big ball of fucking bread ties.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a big fucking ball of bread ties.
Are you going for a Guinness World Record? The biggest bread tie ball?
If
like
there
the biggest
is
rubber band ball?
If there is a record, I'm probably nowhere fucking near it. It's just nice to have them all in one spot. Imagine, okay, because how many times have you, like, picked up a loaf of bread and...
Has this ever happened to you?
And found that the last asshole who used the loaf of bread just fucking threw away the bread tie and did that whole twist and tuck. You know, the twist and tuck method.
I know the twist and tuck method.
You know, the same thing I do with my foreskin. But yeah, it's nice to have an extra bread tie on hand.
For your to keep your foreskin
to keep my
back.
Foreskin from flapping everywhere.
Look, I appreciate having extra bread ties around as much as the next person.
Right.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Nobody doesn't like bread ties. But I am also a person who, if I cannot readily find a bread tie, I will just wrap it up really fast and fold it over and set it down.
Yeah, the twist and tuck.
Because it doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't fucking matter.
It's closed in. Like, it's got it. It's twisted. It's sitting on top of itself. It's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. It's just bread. It's not going to go more stale because it doesn't have a little piece of metal twisted around the plastic.
I do prefer the twisty ties over the little plastic tabs.
I don't like the plastic tabs.
Plastic tabs suck. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my foreskin doesn't appreciate them either.
You know what I like is I like the... I recently bought like a giant, like 2-gallon Ziploc bags or something.
Yeah.
And so you can just like take basically anything still in its packaging and then just slip it into the Ziploc bag and seal it, and it's perfectly closed in.
Oh yeah.
I like that because you can be super lazy using that.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And I'm pretty fucking lazy.
I'm not. Look at this giant road system I built.
I mean, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, this is going to get us back to our normal base. The problem is that you can't take that ore through the portals.
Yeah, you can't take the ore through the portals. I remember you saying that.
Yeah. One of the things I did not last time, but recently was you can build a storage cart, like a cart that you attach up to a horse.
Okay.
And you can use it as an extra storage, but you can also attach it to yourself, and so you can tow the cart.
Oh, okay.
And so what I did is I brought all the materials for the cart.
Couldn't you just get a horse to do it?
No, there's no horses.
There's no horses?
No mounts. Not yet. It's early access. You saw the videos?
Yeah, I know.
Rideable mounts would be something that this game like desperately needs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like a horse, or being able to ride like a giant boar or a deer or something would be really cool.
Oh yeah.
Look, we're back here. Camp Squat Neck. I love Camp Squat Neck. At one point, that was the farthest I ever ventured away from home.
And now
how far we've come. Tell you, I really miss my fancy armor.
Oh, is it on the boat with the rest of your...
No, it's on the plains next to the boat. The boat's probably trashed by now.
Yeah.
After they killed me, they started moving towards the boat before I spawned away. So, but like, I don't know. I'm very proud of this camp. This camp is totally safe. It's got the fence all the way around. Everything's closed in by a door. We've got our big storage warehouse right here. We've got our nice new farm. There's our forge. Like, everything is in its place. Look at my carrots. They look so pretty already. My trees are starting to come up. How are my bees?
Bees are happy.
Bees are happy. Love to see it.
Yep.
Love to see it. Alright, so now that we've got all that copper, we're going to put the copper in the smelter. We're going to put some wood in the charcoal kiln. Some more wood. Make sure we've got enough charcoal to keep the smelter rolling. Drop that wood back off. I got some charcoal already made, so we'll carry that over and top her off.
So, we've done the thing we came to do.
We didn't really do the thing we came to do. The thing we need to do is build a new boat and sail across the ocean and go get my body.
Oh, okay.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah, but we need a new bronze axe before we do that.
I would like a new bronze axe, yes.
Okay.
And yeah, so we have basically gotten that started. All of our stuff's in here. We have to wait for this.
But hey, you set 2 goals already, and you've already accomplished them, so look at you.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty of a game like this, is that you can make a goal, and then you can do it,
can accomplish
and then you can feel good. You know? Remember feeling good? Remember
No.
Nina Simone?
No.
This,
I don't remember feeling good.
this torch
I don't remember ever feeling anything.
is not attached. Don't like that. I'm out of resin.
I haven't
I've got
felt
resin here.
anything since February 2020.
So, an item from NC. Oh, that's probably the
Probably the copper.
copper, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fine then. Fuck off. Ooh, here we go. I can make a mead base. This is new. Needs to be fermented. Mead base tasty and mead base minor stamina. Interesting. Okay, I know that's a thing I can build, right? Fermenter? That's this. So I need bronze and resin.
Yeah.
I don't want to spend any bronze right now.
Well, that's too bad. Listen, do you want a new axe, or do you want to get fucking hammered?
I want both.
Well, you're gonna have to choose.
I want it all. I want it all. I want it now.
You ever see Freddie Mercury in that video?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Strange times.
Back in, what was that, 1995?
Lug all this shit 1 inch. Dude. More coal. That's all my copy. Okay.
Now you can probably go through that portal.
I could, but it's not time yet.
Oh, I see.
I want to build my axe first.
Right.
I think this looks really nice.
Yeah, it's a nice
I
looking.
think this turns out good. Should I put maybe a torch over there so I can see? Do I have any? No, I can't build a torch right now. Build a campfire over here. Might be a good idea. Just like right there. Let's get some light. Like that.
I would never build that campfire that close to that fence.
Not in real life, no.
No.
But in the world of Valheim, it does not matter.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's good to have a campfire every now and then because it'll, the warmth is good for your stamina, and so is, for, like, making sure if you, like, fall in the water, you dry off fast.
Yeah.
Because that also affects your stamina. Oh no. The attack is happening. I wonder... Can't really get in here.
What the fuck they mean the forest is moving?
Here. We'll just fight him outside, because I don't want him to try and
Does
break
the forest literally move?
It just means that, like,
it just
the
means
monsters
that,
are coming.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. And what do they got against you exactly? I didn't really gather that.
Well, it's the 10th Viking. You know how there's like 9 realms to the afterlife in Viking mythology?
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, this is the 10th one.
And so,
but it's over. The 10th one has become overrun with monsters,
oh, okay.
And so they send all of their greatest warriors there after they die, so that they can, the greatest warriors can make this world more like Valhalla. And so it's our job to like build it up to make it as great as Valhalla is.
Is there just not enough room in Valhalla?
We're basically like gentrifying the neighborhood.
Yeah, we said that last video.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
We said exactly those words.
It's still true.
Okay.
It's still happening. The gentrification continues.
So they just
Valheim too.
Do they know why they're here, or are they just hostile?
These guys?
Yeah.
I think they're just dicks.
Oh, okay.
That
was my question.
The Grey Dwarves are like evil spirits or something. I don't know.
Or
there's lots of them.
Why do they have to be evil? Why can't you be the evil one?
Because I'm not. I'm a great warrior. You can tell by my blue cape.
But what if they had blue capes?
I'll tell you what. This fucking spear sucks ass. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna use my bow. Fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, you ran in front of them. Fuck all y'all.
You know, it would be really cool if you had like a firebomb or something.
You know what would be really cool is if these guys would get off my ass. Oh no.
Games with dogs!
Oh no.
You might die.
Yep. And my wife's home. Everything's happening at once. Okay.
If you die, the timing would be great.
This is like a terrible time to end the record with all this dramatic stuff happening.
But we're gonna.
Bye, everybody.
See you next time.
Oh my god.